Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Matt and it is Terrifying Tuesday. Yes, 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 folks. It is already the second day of the week. It is the 13th of, what is it, October? Holy crap, this year is just flying by considering everything that's been going on. I do hope you guys are having a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing each and every one of your faces here every day of the week, every Monday through Friday, I should say. And I do also wish you guys would look in the description box for more information on the daily film, such as your brief synopsis, your starring cast, your director, the runtime of the cut I'm watching, along if there's any kind of MPAA rating on it. There's also going to be some trivia if there's anything worth mentioning, and there should be a link for a trailer or a scene in the movie. In this one, I definitely have a link for a trailer because this one's pretty well known amongst the horror aficionados, especially the ones of the Italian horror that I love and that I'm devoting this whole week to, which I hope each and every one of you guys like the selections that I have in mind for you. So far, I got, what did I do yesterday? I did The Beast in Heat, which I had a Nazi exploitation movie with that one, and today I'm going to be doing a zombie movie, which is a fun one. Italian zombies are some of my favorite in the world. Like, they rival the Romero zombies, in my opinion. I know that's a pretty unpopular opinion, I'm sure, but they are some of the Italian zombies are great, especially like Zombie 2 and what else is Nightmare City. Just amazing fun stuff. And like today's Burial Ground, also known as Night Burial Ground, the Nights of Terror, Nights of Terror. Yes, 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 folks. This is one of my favorites that I have that I watch on a regular basis. I just recently upgraded to this really sweet Severin release, but right here I got the old Shriek Show release. The only difference is, does this one have anything for? It's got trailers and some talent bios, and that's about it on this one. There's not a whole lot of special features going for that. But this one is where the bread and butter lies. It has this little slip cover, if that's something you're worried about. Mine came with one. I'm really surprised it did. We have this cover artwork on the outside that I put on the outside that it came with, and then you also have this one on the inside, which I absolutely love that one as well. So it's kind of I'm kind of torn on which artwork I go with. Although I do like the fact that I can see it through, like when I open it up, I can at least see it through here, and see what I can get the best of both worlds, essentially. That's the way I look at it. But this one, plus all of that, you got a really, really cool special feature of where they go to the castle where they filmed this at. And they go over the history of the castle, and they talk about all the different films that were made there, such as like Nightmare Castle. That was one of the big ones I remember. Oh, shoot, what else was there? Doggone it, I'm drawing a blank, but that's okay. They talked about all these different films that were made there, and it is a very, very, very astonishing and very fun little special feature. It's a very good feature on there. I really liked it. That one runs at about, I think that one was just under 20 some minutes long. I can't remember exactly how long that one was, but that one, it wasn't incredibly long like some of the features are on some of these Blu-rays that come out. Not that I'm complaining about extra lengthy features. That's one of my favorite things to look at in every Blu-ray is the special features, which I need to be holding both of these up here. because I got both of them. Why the hell not? But anyways, on this Severin one, there's also several interviews as well. One with Peter Bark himself, the kid that plays Michael, and the guy that plays the young kid Michael, which is funny that this little fella right here is supposed to be him, and this is his mother. And I'll get to that whole situation later on. But there's a fun little Q&A with him. There's some other little interviews as well, and then there's some old interviews of the mother, and I forget who the other guy is. I think it was a composer or something like that. I forget off the top of my head. It was producer. Producer. That's it was the producer. Anyways, you got that going on. So there's a lot of special features going on in the Severin one. So definitely check that one out. They are crushing it left and right with a lot of these old Italian films. That is one thing that is absolutely drawing me towards their product. I already have like another 10 of them I want to purchase from them. I just have to go. I have to be selective what I do next. But they are rivaling. They are up there with Vinegar Syndrome with me. Like these two guys are the top tiers in my opinion. They are making some of the best stuff out there. Nothing against Arrow or Scream Factory. I absolutely love your product, especially Arrow. You guys release some very, very cool stuff. You jump a little further into the mainstream line than I personally would collect. You know, I'm not going to buy Weird Science and Fish Called Wanda and 16 Candles. I'm not going to buy those in Arrow editions. I'm sorry. I could care less having that kind of special edition in my collection, if that makes sense, guys. Nothing to bash any of those films. They're all excellent films in their own right. They're just not stuff that I would necessarily say would be like, oh, that would be a good one to put on the Arrow line or the Shout Select line or Scream Factory line, or you know, any one of those labels that exist out there. Now, got all that out of the way. This one came out in the magical year of 1980, when I was born. So 40 flipping years ago. That is a long, long time ago, my friends. This one runs at an hour and 25 minutes. They both have the same exact runtime. This one does have deleted and extended scenes in there, just to let you know. So there is a little more, another little incentive to check out the Severin one as well. Along with the picture quality is top notch. I didn't see anything that I complained about. The audio was on point. Granted, both times that I've watched this since I purchased it, I watched the dubbed versions, and that's only because that's how I know it. And call me a weirdo if I don't try to watch it in the original Italian language. Maybe someday I will. It's like watching Zombie, you know, Fulci's Zombie for me. Watching it in the Italian language and watching it in the original language. It's like I would rather have the English dub. Unfortunately, when it comes to my old trashy Italian movies, it just added more to the fun, I thought. This one stars Mariangela, Giordano, Karin, Gianluigi, Chrizzi, Roberto, Caporali, and Peter Bark, who plays my favorite character in here, Michael, who is what most people come to the show. They come to see is Michael. Michael is one of the most interesting, most perverse characters in the entire movie, and he's supposed to be playing a kid. He's supposed to be a kid. In all actualities, it is a 20-year-old man that just happened to look like he was like 13. I mean, He kind of looks like it. Not he does. He just kind of looked like he could be a kid. From a distance, I bet you could be like, oh, there's a little kid. But up close, you're like, no, that's clearly a man, an adult. Not necessarily a man, but an adult. But anyways, that's his character is just nonsense. And this one is directed by none other than the late great Andrea Bianchi, who was a very talented director as well. There was, I forget who it was, one of the things that was mentioned in the special features, who the effects artist was, but he was a young up-and-comer that was going to be something in the community, and he got in trouble for some sort of murder or something like that, and they kind of talk about that. That was kind of an interesting sub-story that they gave you in the special features, so definitely check that out as well. Now, I've gotten in 10 minutes as usual. I've talked about the release. Let's talk about the movie itself. It is basically about this archaeologist that he undigs. He finds these old tombs, and he is trying to open them to see what lies inside. And in the process, he awakens the undead that are the undead monks that are inside those tombs, who quickly they kill the archaeologist. He's the very first victim of the entire movie. He's one of those. You obviously spot it coming. Like, I don't know, like 400 miles away. It's one of those things, like, you see it coming. It's bound to happen, so don't get attached to that character. But then you got these group of people that are going to stay at this castle. And it varies from this mother and son who has a boyfriend. There's another boyfriend and girlfriend, and another boyfriend and girlfriend. So there's 3 couples and a child along for the ride. One of the couples, they like to go out and about the property and take photographs of the girl, of the female, the girlfriend of the couple. Very fun, innocent kind of build up to their character, let you know what they are into. There's this other couple that there's this really weird sex scene with them where the woman, she puts on these clothes, this corset and stockings and these cute little panties on, and she looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't say no, but I find that whole situation weird because she said she finds these clothes in one of the other rooms next door, and it's like, you're putting on some weird lady's lingerie and kind of wear it. Like, okay, whatever. That's a little strange. I'm not into sharing my underwear with anyone. That's just bizarre. That's just weird. But there's that going, and then along with that funny sex scene, while she's dressed up in this stuff, her guy that she's with, he kills me. He talks about how she looks like a little whore, but he likes that. One of those kind of things. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it makes me giggle every time. This movie is full of cringy, giggle-worthy moments. It is not what I would say a good movie, but it is an entertaining as hell one. It's one I watch all the time. But you get this setup, and then you got the mother boyfriend son characters. The boyfriend is a not really a whole lot going on with as far as backstory with him. There is a very strange, awkward sex scene between the very hot mom, who is definitely a MILF. she gets Peter Bark, or Michael as he's called in the movie. Michael decides he's going to come into the room while the mother and the boyfriend are having sex. Startles both of them, as it should. She gets up and she's like, Michael, cover your eyes, get out of here, as she's standing there like completely naked, not covering herself at all. Like there's no shame going on. Like she's completely butthole naked, and I like it. But anyways, he's got this weird Oedipus complex going on with his mom, and it's really disgusting. Like at one point, they are after the zombie assault is happening, he is being like coddled or hugged on, like nurtured by the mother, and he decides he's going to grab a hold of her vagina and her breasts, and he talks about how he wants to suckle them like when he was a baby and things of that nature. So it lets you know even more what kind of person Michael is, how bad of a complex that guy has, and his mental stability. Because nobody should want to do things with their mother or brother, sister, or dad, or uncle, cousin, whatever, aunts, grandparents. That's just ew, ew, ew. But anyways, you got them all being picked off one by one by various different zombies. These zombies are smart enough to use weapons. Like one of them at one point, there's a maid there. I forgot about her. And one of the zombies throws like a spike, and it catches her in the hand, and her hand is like stuck to the wall. And she's falling forward, and they take a like a giant scythe and cut her head off. It is just really cool. And then later on, our one guy that called his girlfriend a little whore happens to find her, and he's just like, okay, this is disgusting. Essentially, he doesn't say that, but he goes and he tosses the body over, and it's still hanging by the hand, and you slowly watch it ripping, and it rips apart because the zombies are pulling her down there. It's very, very cool. And these aren't your Return of the Living Dead zombies where they are basically saying they want brains over and over and over again. These are full on flesh eaters, so keep that in mind. They are slow movers, and the zombies look a little wonky by nowadays standards. They're very, very crude organic materials making them. I imagine there's a lot of latex and plaster and mud and spit and glue all smashed in there to create these zombies. Now, as far as any kind of ratings we go on this one, on a technical side, this thing, it works with what it is. It's like a 3, It's that middle of the road that I like to throw out there. There's a great sound score. There's no real like crazy cool cinematography going on. It's kind of basic in ways. The acting is fun and over the top and where it should be. None of the characters I feel are wonky or out of place. I mean, the mom's boyfriend you could tell he's a victim right away. Like, he was kind of a wonky character. But other than that, I liked every character in here. So, like I said, a 3 out of 5 on the technical side. Now, as far as a entertainment side goes, this thing's like a 4 out of 5. It is above average. From beginning to end, it is just, it likes to... It has a good pace going on where it steps on the gas right away, but not like stomps on it, but it gives you a little momentum right away, pulls it back a little, and gives you some more. It's almost like the rocking of the ocean, It's very slow and steady, but it is not a bad steady, or I mean a bad slow, because there isn't a lot of too much downtime with this one. The waves definitely start to get very, very choppy, very fast once the group of people end up at this very beautiful castle. All right, now that I got all out of the way, so 7 out of 10. I think that's a pretty good score for this one. I'm gonna put both of these beauties down. Definitely check it out, guys. If you have not seen this amazing Italian zombie flick, definitely do yourself a favor. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to be doing a giallo film, and then what else do I got? I got a cannibal film lined up, and I'm in like my last one. I'm either going to do a outer space type thing, like sci-fi horror, or I'm going to go full on like demonology type horror, one of those things, like Gateway to Hell's type thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I had the movie selected. All right, guys. Love your faces.